And that's what happens. You don't have a coalition, this is what happens. And I can tell you, just from a personal example, the fellow who owns most of the land around the lake where our little cabin is, he's from Long Island, he's a tree hugger from day one. He's getting on in years, but he will never, ever, ever sign a gas lease. His son, who lives next door, signed a gas lease. And when I started explaining to him about the compulsory integration rules and how he could be forced in anyway, he was not a happy camper. There's a lot of tension between dad and son. And that's probably not uncommon. The current status. Okay, I gotta be honest with you. I mean, there's some bad news here, and we just have to understand it and deal with it. There is a vast pricing difference between oil and what we call wet gas versus dry gas, which is what we have here. Oil, we all know what oil is. Wet gas is dry gas. Dry gas is nothing but pure methane. Wet gas is methane plus other constituents, such as propanes, butanes, ethanes, same things. But those are very valuable constituents. And those constituents they will rise and fall typically with the price of oil, not in exact proportions, but basically propane, anybody have to pay a propane bill lately? I mean, this stuff is not cheap. But the problem is, that's where the money is. And so that's where the industry is going right now. They really don't care about dry gas. Look at all these shale plays on a worldwide basis. I mean, the Marcellus is a huge world level. I mean, what we have right here is a world level shale play. But look at all these others. I mean, Canada, South America, Europe. There's a lot of gas coming out to the market right now. Look at the price. This is the price of natural gas going back to 2003. You see how it spiked. Gas and oil have always been notoriously volatile. But you notice how it's coming down? And anybody know what it closed at today? I looked and it was like 240 something.
249.
Thank you. 249 is what it closed? Wow. Unbelievable. Now that's great if you're trying to heat a building. So if you're a landowner trying to sell your gas, well, that's not so good. You know? And that's obviously going to impact what the operators are willing to pay for the upfront money. It just impacts everything.